Hello, 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 hello. Hi, you. Hi, me. Hi, us. Hi, them. Hi, every single person. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, and all of the other ones. I hope you are having a great day. If you're not, don't worry, it's going to get better. It always gets better because everything is only a season long, just a season long. For those that don't know me, I am Dr. Dale Laing-Hall, and welcome to your weekly pulse check. Yes, pulse check. What is that? That is an acronym that I developed in my coaching program that I started this year. So today is Wednesday, December 27, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I am in North Central Florida. I have to look and make sure I know where I'm at because I be all over the place. And because I'm always up and down South Florida and other different states, especially during the holidays. So welcome to this last week of the year. Are you with me? Like, you have the jitters? Because I have the jitters. I have the jitters, you guys. I have the jitters of the end of the year. If you're like me and I'm like you, because we're both human beings, you have the jitters. So this is again the weekly pulse check with Dr. Dale. And what pulse check is that it goes through the steps on how you can become more emotionally intelligent with your emotions, making sure that you are able to get a handle, you're able to manage them. For those that don't know, I'm a chief human resources officer by day, chief human resources officer by day, and every other second of the day, I am an emotional intelligence coach, right? And it's every part of my life. It is my life. That is, my jam. It is my jam. Okay. I recently completed my doctoral degree on emotional intelligence, the doctor in business administration, meaning I studied a problem in the workplace, which means your job, your company, you're the boss. I studied this concept, emotional intelligence, placed it in the workplace, and see how successful and how beneficial or what challenges comes out of it, or opportunities, right, that leaders, employers can use in the organization to leverage not only profits, not only retention, bottom line, but also happier employees like me. Much happier employees, right? And I started my coaching program earlier this year, and it is life. It is life. So going and talking about emotional intelligence and then meshing it with my over 15 years of experience as a chief human resources officer, as an HR professional, misspoke, as an HR professional is beautiful, right? So I got with organization with leaders, administrators in organizations, and I said, hey, this is what emotional intelligence is. Are you guys using any of this stuff? Like, do you know what it is? Are you guys incorporating it in your day to day with your employees and how you interact with them and how you talk to them and how they're helping their patients and how they're helping the customers? And is it working? Are are they more engaged? Or are they not? How is that helping? So that's what I went and I did. And when I did that, it was yay! It was beautiful. The results was thumbs up, people. It was thumbs up, meaning it was so much benefits that came out of it, opportunities where leaders in organizations can implement these can implement the concept of emotional intelligence. And of course, there are different parts of emotional intelligence. The different parts to it is, of course, self-awareness, right? Self-regulation, of course, social skills, motivation, and of course, at the crust, empathy, right? And not only for others, but also for yourself, right? So, with that being said, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're here today. You know, the end of the year is here. I figured I had jitters, wanted to make sure that see if you guys had jitters. And since I kind of think you do, because again, we're both humans, I wanted to come in here from a professional, a leader, and working so many years in the world of work, and kind of share some facts over 2023 that leaders have possessed that is going to take them into 2024 in order for them to be successful, in order for you to be successful, for me to be successful, for in order for your next manager that you're going to hire, making sure that you know the skills that you're looking for that they need to have in order for them to be successful, right? And of course, we're just going to start and get right into it because we only got 30 minutes, right? I only got 30 minutes of your time. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe. Definitely subscribe. So that way, why? So that you can get more of this awesomeness, right? So more of why and how and the reasons and ways and the tips and the tricks that you can develop not only yourself, but your team, that will make not only you better and your team, but also the organization. And this is not only for employers or in your 9-to-5 job or wherever it is that you work, but also this is for your home life. Emotional intelligence and these skills can help you wherever it is that you are a leader, where you are leading a pack of people. These skills are paramount and it will help you be successful in your day-to-day. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to get right into this. And yeah, so this is the quote to kind of get us started today, right? A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way, right? It didn't say tell them, right? You got to go with them, know the way. You have to have gone the way. You have to go with them the way. Show them how it's done in order for you to turn around and say, hey, I'm not only telling you how to do it, is because I've been there. I know exactly what you're going through and I know what you need. So let me show you. Bam, 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 bam. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Right? That's what a leader does, right? You show them, help them, guide them, right? You don't just spit out an email with step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and expect them to get it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Don't do it. Just because words came out of your mouth or words were sent over or on an email or a text message or whatever does not mean the person understood what you said. That's not how communication works. It goes both ways, right? One of the parts of communication is having them repeat what you have said to ensure that they understood what you just said. Have them repeat it. Have them say to you what you just said to them, right? So what I hear you're saying is this, and this. And once they clarify that, then you're able to know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, whether they got you, right? I recently was reminded that the word listen means not only hearing, but taking heed to what they are saying, right? You're seeing their body language and it doesn't look like they're understanding you. Like what she just said. I'm giving you the face. I'm not saying anything with my mouth, but I'm giving you the face. That looks like I need further clarification, right? Based on what I am showing you, right? I'm listening to you as you listen to me. I'm looking at your body language. I'm being observant, right? So that means I'm going to, hey, Sarah, Tom, you look like you have a question and you want me to clarify something, right? Because maybe they feel uncomfortable, they don't want to ask. So you may want to make sure that you put it out there for them to feel comfortable enough to share. Okay. So that's the quote we're starting with today. So we're going to go fast. Okay. We're going to go fast into these 10. But before we go into these 10, I want to share some facts. Right? Here's some thoughts. My feedback on all things leadership, right? You don't have to be in a manager position to be a leader. You don't. Hey, if you disagree, you can share in the comments. I would like to hear your thoughts on it. I would like to hear your thoughts. It's good to have different perspective. I'm open to it. I welcome it, right? But you don't have to be a manager, a director, a VP, a supervisor for you to be a leader. If you're a mom, you're a leader. You're a dad, you're a grandfather, right? You are leading a project. You're a leader. People are looking to you for information. You're leading a group of individuals down a path of whatever that path looked like. You're a leader. Number 2, just because you are in a manager position does not mean you are a leader. Just because you are a director and a VP or an executive does not mean you're a leader. Sorry. My perspective again. These are my thoughts, my feedback. And the years that I've been in leadership and seeing other people in leadership and going through the school of thought in business, these are my thoughts. Just because you're in a leader position, a manager position, a VP, an executive, does not mean that you're a leader. You're simply in a position being a poor leader. And I said what I said. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Number 3, some leaders are born and others are made. Not all leaders are born. Sometimes you just don't have the skills. And in my world of work, where I come from, where how being in frontline position and kind of seeing, being exposed to so many different bad managers, not good leaders, no leadership at all, I'm going to have to say, yeah, no. We have quite a few managers, peers, parents, people out there, human beings. Let's just say human beings. We have a lot of human beings out there that are just not good leaders, right? They're leading their kids and their kids are watching them. They're leading their household. They're leading their place, their departments, their projects, and they're not being good leaders, right? And there are a lot of them. And yes, they are not all born. Sometimes, a lot of times, they have to go to school, educate themselves. Somebody taught them. Somebody took the time to mentor them. Somebody took the time to develop them. They decided, they saw that they needed a change in how they were interacting with other people. And what did they do? They went to get training. They went and get a mentor to be with them, a coach to be with them, right? To kind of get them to that next level, because it will cap you. If you don't have all the skills that you need, it will cap you. It will cap you. One way, shape, or form, it will cap you. So, and that's all I'm going to say on that. That's all I'm going to say on that. Next. Lead this. I got this right from, where did I get this? I got this. I think I have like is it from, where did I get this? I think it was Forbes magazine and it had this. It said that leadership means influencing behavior. In 2003, more than ever, leaders need to be less strategic and more about the people. In other words, leaders need to become experts in why people do what they do and help them, right? To help them how to act better, be better human beings. So, sorry, leaders, you have to be better people manager, people skills. You need to get in with your people skills. And I know it's been an old adage of years and years ago that you don't need to have the skills to do people. You just need to have the skills to do the job. No, 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 no. The future says, data shows people, person-centered care. That's where it's at. That's where it's going. So you need to get in with it, or it's going to bypass you. Sorry. Not sorry. Leaders don't influence outcomes. They influence humans and their actions so that they can drive the outcomes. That's just what it is. That's just the way it is. You had a successful department. It's not because of what you did. Is what did you get your people to do? How were you able to motivate, inspire, encourage them to drive high sales, high results, be better than they were 6 months ago, be better as a department? That's what it's about. Yep. Behavior change is the job of a leader. Let that sink in. Behavior change. And in order to change someone's behavior, it's not you telling them what to do. It's you doing what you tell them to do. Ooh! Because, my mom used to say this, do what I tell you to do, not what I do. No. You, as a leader, do what you are telling your employees to do. What you're telling your kids to do, you should be exemplifying that in your actions, in how you act with them. You need to respect your you need to respect your elders. But they hear you cursing out your mom. Are you respecting your leader, your elders? You're not showing it. You're saying it. But your words need to match your actions. As a leader, that's how it goes. And it should be the same. If you're not doing that, I highly influence you and encourage you to get onto these facts, because these are the facts for 2024. This is where the world is going. This is where the world of work is going. And you need to get on board so that we're not left behind, right? So there was a survey that was done, right? And over 50 different countries. And it was the DDI's data. And they did this survey, right? And this research. Over 14,000 different professionals and human resources experts. And they said they saw that there was a 17% drop in leadership quality. 17% drop, which means it's only 40%. 40%. After reading the research, and I can give you guys the link or whatever as well, it is the steepest decline. It's saying since 2007, 2008, the financial crisis, since then is the lowest decline in quality leadership in organization from this survey. This is fresh. This is new. This is where it's at. I'm not it's there, following the data. And the reason that they gave was twofold. Lack of trust. Lack of trust in existing leadership. Only 46. Let me give that a background music. 46%. Only 46% of leaders report that they fully trust their direct managers. That means do the right thing. That means it's even more troubling for the 1 in 3 senior leaders trust the leaders in their organization, which was around 33% or so. 1 in 3. 1 in 3. This is your weekly pulse check with Dr. Dale. Pulse check. I don't know about you guys, but that is not good. leaders don't trust their direct manager. So for example, if you're a director and your direct manager is a VP, you don't trust them. And then it goes further and says, even more troubling, fewer than 1 in 3 trust senior leaders. So the frontline employees, the frontline managers, they don't trust nobody on top. Only 46%. So the lack of trust, right? And the lack of purpose. They don't trust, and they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They don't know why they're doing it. They don't know how is their day-to-day, how is their position being, how does it add to the company's mission, the vision, the goals, the purpose? They don't know. You're not telling them. And if you're telling them, it's going over their head. Despite companies' best efforts to amplify purpose in their organization, fewer than half of mid-level leaders and frontline leaders are finding it. Fewer than half are not finding it in their jobs. Fewer than half. Lack of purpose. Lack of purpose. That's all I'm going to say about that. So let's run down. I have like 10 leadership facts that you got to make sure that you hone into in 2024. Quick, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Leaders are great learners. If you're not learning, you're not growing. Are you reading? Are you doing trainings? Are you going to meetings? Are you connecting? Are you networking? If you're a leader in whatever industry, are you joining those associations, those chapters in your local area? Get in the know in your community. Join them. Know what's going on. Get connected. It helps you. You should learning and growing. Learning and growing. Learning and growing. Leaders can learn from anyone and everyone. Everyone and anyone. Right? But I'm sure, no doubt, you prefer to learn from those that are key leaders in your industry. Seek them out, do the research, and get in the know. That's your homework. Number 1 for 2024. Number 2, leaders are change agents. They believe that they can and they should influence. As influencers, leaders encourage and promote change in their lives, in their personal lives, in their professional lives, and not only in their lives, but in the lives of their employees and the people around them. You want the word for continuous learning, continuous change is kaizen, right? That's a Japanese word. Continuous learning, continuous growing, always going up the steps. What's next? What's next? What's next, right? Because you never arrive. That's what Einstein said. We never arrive. You're always growing. You don't know it all, right? You don't. And if you're saying that you do, I got words for you. You don't. You don't, right? Change agents. You want to know what's going on in your industry because things are always changing. So you need to know what's at the top of the game. What's the next best thing? What's the best practices in your industry? What is going to happen? What are they talking about? How does society apply to what you do on a day-to-day basis? Get in to know. Be a change agent. Be a change agent. And I'm going to tell you, this is one that I kind of suffer with because I am not so hot on always changing things. I am one of those comfort people. Once I get it, I'm like, I'm good. But no. Emotional intelligence has helped me to open my eyes to more than what's in front of me. And it allows me to see other people's perspective and not be locked into a box. It has helped me. It has helped a gazillion of my clients. It has helped countless researchers. There's countless information out there on it, and it can help you. Let's go. Number 3, leaders inspire. Do you want to inspire others? Don't you want to inspire others? I want to inspire others. There are a few things that you must do to inspire others. And I have my notes here. You should be able to communicate a clear picture of what you or your team, what you want them to do. But you got to do it. Before you do that, you got to listen. See what the organization needs. See where your team's weaknesses and strengths are. Communicate that. Share that with love, right? Connect with them emotionally. You're human being. Your emotion. Humans have emotions, and emotions is how we communicate, how we know what's going on inside of ourselves, so that way we can communicate with others what's going on with us and how we can better get to a more cohesive, connected relationship, right? As we inspire others, reconnect with them, we show them how to be more powerful, how we can be more powerful by leading them, by an example, right? Leading by the example. So leaders inspire others. Sometimes you're going to have to give them the speech, but you can't give them the speech if you don't know who they are. Ooh. You got to know where they're coming from. You got to know what their plight is, right? I know my team. I know once if I have to do something in the department, I know their thought process already because I know them. I spent time with them. We done potluck. We sat down. We had one-on-one conversation collectively and individually. Is that what you do? Do you know them? You got to know the people you're working with, especially if you're a leader, especially if you want to leverage the skills that they have, because you can't do it alone. And you know what? You don't want to do it alone. I mean, I don't. It's so much more easier as a team. So much more easier. Number 4, leaders believe in personal development. You got to be able to grow yourself. You are your brand. If you can't develop yourself, how in the world are you going to develop a team? Help me. Explain that to me. How are you going to develop a team if you can't develop yourself? Grow yourself. Know what your weaknesses and your strengths are. That's where emotional intelligence comes in. It allows you to get to know you, be able to manage you, right? So that way you can get a better handle on how you show up in this world, how you show up in the spaces that you go in, right? And it allows you to love yourself, give people grace, right? It allows you to be able to communicate more effectively, right? Not with just words, but with your actions. Number 5, leaders create a positive work culture. Are you creating a positive work culture where you are? I hope you are. I hope you are. Attitude is everything. Attitude is discipline. A positive attitude is contagious and is the mark of a strong leader. This is from project management degrees, you guys. They have like 54 great skills, and I had to pick top 10 that I really hone in, and that's all. But if you're interested, it's from project management degrees, and it's like the top amazing facts on leadership, right? And it's true. Attitude is discipline. What is your attitude? How are you coming into work? What is your vibe? Are you coming in puffed up, mad? Are you stressed? Are you like this? Are you don't look at me. I don't want to see you today. Are you doing that? If you're doing it, don't do it. Stop doing it. Don't do it anymore. All right? Don't do it anymore. And how can you start in 2024? I'm giving you a very simple action you could do. Come into work with a smile. You see this? Come into work with a smile. And say good morning. Good morning. And you smile. That's it. Start there. Start your day there. And the rest will come. It's small. I don't want to give you too much. come in every day and go sit down and talk to your 10 employees and ask them how their weekend was. Nah, that's too much, too fast. Good morning. And you don't got to do this big smile that I do all the time. You're like, morning, morning, morning. You see? Easy, simple, no biggie, no stress. Number 6, leaders know leadership skills. Leaders know leadership styles. There's Daniel Goleman, right? We call him the father of emotional intelligence. He has a few leadership styles, and it's rooted, of course, in emotional intelligence, in EQ, right? And they are coercive or accommodating. More people know it by accommodating, which means do as I do, do as I say. Is that you? Pace setting, do as I do right now. That used to be me, you guys. That used to be me. Mic drop. Yep. Yeah. But I learned, I grew, I figured it out. People saw what I had mentors. There you go. I had mentors that guided me, that helped me, that showed me the way. And I saw a lot of things that I didn't want to do that other leaders that other poor leaders did with me that I didn't want to do and imitate. So you learn from the people that treat you not so good. So you learn what to do and what not to do, right? So pace setting, do as I do right now. Authoritative, come with me. Let me show you. Affiliative, people come first. Everything else doesn't matter. People come first. Democratic, what do you think? I bounce now, and the last one is coaching. Try it and see. Let me know. I bounce right now in between coaching, democratic, affiliative, right? So I jump between them, and then I know from my leaders, the managers that I work with, I know their leadership styles, right? So I welcome you on this journey on knowing what skills you need, your team needs, the people in your home need. What do they need in order for them to be successful? Those are the signs of a true leader. Helping others, bring them along, not just for yourself. Take care of yourself and give yourself the skills and just peace out with everybody else. No, you got to share it. Right? Number 7, leaders have a vision. What's your vision? Do you have a vision? Leaders has to do with vision and direction, right? Know what your organization needs. Communicate that to your team and then send them on their way. Give them the strategies, the tips, the resources, everything that they need to get that job done. It's a beautiful thing when it's done. Being able to let that go, delegate, it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And when it's done and it's flourished and it excels, you're like, yeah, I don't have to work so hard no more. Because I empower you. I motivate you, encourage you to own your position. Own it, eat it up. What do you think we should do? Right? What do you think how do you think we should solve this problem? You have a brain, I have a brain, and you are the expert in this position. So you tell me, and then we can talk about it. Sounds better than you do this, and then you have to force them to do it. They don't know nothing of what's going on. Then you have to nah. It's too much work. So much work. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help you, and it certainly don't help the organization. Number 8, leaders hold true to their core values and beliefs. What are your core values and beliefs? If you look at my website, dalereports.com, I have 3. Faith in myself, faith that I can do what I say and what I think and what I know I can do. Faith in God, right? Faith that things will always work out for me, right? I am always a glass half full type of a person. What do you have faith in? My other core value is a self-awareness, right? What are yours, right? Integrity, transparent, honest. What I say I'm going to do, if I'm not going to do it, I apologize. I'm sorry if I forgot. Come, let me know. Let's have a conversation, right? Empathy, being able to see other people's perspective, open up my peripheral view just a little bit. Number 9, leaders are mentors. Who are you mentoring? If you're just delivering information to your employees, sending it down the chain, shooting an email, a text, or whatever message, and you're not grooming them, developing them, then you're not doing it the right way. You know why? And if months later, weeks later, you see that employee that just started at your organization, that just started in your department, is no longer there, is because you failed. I'm sorry to say it like that, but you failed. You fail them in one way, shape, or form, especially if they notate on their exit interview that it's because I don't know what I was supposed to be doing. Nobody never trained me. Sometimes I know training, but I know training doesn't always come in every position. It should. That's part of the onboarding process. The onboarding process does not start or end the minute they're hired. It's well into their 90 days. And last, but definitely not least, leaders volunteer. Give back your time to your community. Give back your time. Pay it forward. Pay it forward for those behind you and those that are coming, right? Those that, for your ancestors, they've done it for you. That's how you got to where you are today. Somebody paid it forward, right? Leaders have their own mentors. Do you have a mentor? You should consider having one. Mentor, a coach, they push you to your goals, to your what you want to achieve. What are your list of priority and focus for 2024? Do you have a list? Do you want a list? Are you just riding the waves? If that's the way you want to roll it, and that's the way you ran it this year, exactly what you got this year is what you're going to get 2024. Planning. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Plan. Write it down. Journal. Develop others. Help others to get to their goal. Once you help people get to their goals, there ain't no way, and that's what my data collection proved. When these administrators started helping and giving these employees what they needed and some of what they wanted, like remembering that it was their grandmother passed away, staying with them and helping them lift that last patient before they need to clock out at 5:00, remembering their name, having a conversation on, hey, da 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 da, like getting into more than just, did you do that? Did you do that? Come here, go there, pick up this project. Like, it's beyond again, we said it at the top of the hour, person centered. Leaders need to become human behavior focus. How can you change the behavior of your employees, of the people around you? You first got to change your behavior. So as a leader, you owe it to them. You owe it to yourself. Change your behavior so that others can change theirs, right? Because they're gonna be around you, and they're gonna be like, I can't be around her, and I can't be around her and not have her. I feel bad because she's all this and she's all that and whatnot. They want to do the right thing around you. So let them. So So this has been Conversation, your weekly pulse check with Dr. Gail. Nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for you, for me, for us, for them, because that's who you are. You are loved. I don't care where you are, what you're doing. The next time I talk to you, we will be well into 2024. These are some facts that have been trending for 2023, and they're going right into 2024. Get behavior focus. Change your behavior so you can change the behavior of those around you. Right? These are the leadership facts, you guys. This is what is coming. This is what's going on. Right? So get in the know, right? Know that you are loved. Know that you have resources. You don't have what you're not thriving because due to lack of resources. It's due to lack of behavior. Leaders, change your behavior so that you can change the behavior of those around you. Do as you say so that they can do as you do. Nothing but love. Happy New Year to each and every single one of you. And I pray and I know and I hope and I manifest and all of the love, all of the hope, all of the joy. There's two words that I ran into on this podcast that I've been listening to. Morbid. If you guys watch Morbid, you should listen to Morbid. Festival of Joy. That's what's coming in 2024 for you and for me. A festival of joy. Take care of yourself. Okay? And I'll see you guys next year.